and she brought it all to the forefront.
In 1989, a 5'2" Valley girl named Paula Abdul tapped her way to the top of the charts. Her dance-soaked music videos helped create a new breed of pop entertainment, where how you shook it mattered as much as how you sang it.
Paula really set the mode for a lot of today's singer-performers, and that the fact that the music was secondary to the dance and choreography that took place.
Paula's voice isn't the greatest in the world. It never was supposed to be. But she had a persona that people just gravitated to.
In a business designed to destroy egos, Paula was never short on self-determination.
I always had that positive driving force since I was a child to keep going, and I knew what I wanted to do.
So tell baby,
you know, having gone through many obstacles of you know, not being the right height, not being the right look.
it's like I'm blowing kisses in the wind.
I always had that something inside me that said, I'm going to do it, I'm going to make it.
Cross my heart and hope to die.
There are people like Paula Abdul that I would never bet against.
Waiting for you is, it's like blowing kisses.
So who better to tell a bunch of pop wannabes how it is? Paula Abdul is now known as the nice one on Fox's television phenomenon, American Idol.
Now with American Idol, the kids just love her. I mean, there's a line at her door after just for all of them wanting to talk to her.
She truly does care. You know, she's preaching to these kids as, you know, this is where she came from and what she is, and this is what you can be, and follow your dreams, and this is, you know, this is what I've done.
While the acerbic Simon Cowell has no problem cutting aspiring singers to ribbons.
Wasn't good enough. Sorry.
Paula prefers a gentler approach.
And you only get that much better by experience, and this is part of the experience. Work on your showmanship.
Because she was once one of them.
And I was just this simple girl from the San Fernando Valley who had a dream like anybody else does. I'm a pure example of conviction of the heart and really going for what I believed in, because I did believe in myself that I had talent.
The child of divorced parents, Paula grew up in suburban Los Angeles, just miles away from the Hollywood movie studios that provided her earliest inspirations.
As a kid, Paula would walk, you know, along the Hollywood Walk of Fame and look at these stars and wonder if she would have one.
First movie that I ever remember is Singing in the Rain. That movie just like set the pace for my life, you know, set my destiny. I thought, you know, I'm gonna grow up and one day I'll marry Gene Kelly.
She just shined right from the beginning. From the beginning of her training, she was a natural. Paula would rehearse and rehearse a step over and over till it was letter perfect.
And I had the passion to do it, and I just was one of those kids that let me take more lessons, let me get involved in more things because I had so much fun doing it.
As she entered her teens, Paula excelled at every type of dance, ballet, tap, and jazz. At school, she was the ultimate overachiever.
She was the head cheerleader. She was the Mayday queen, which I'm not even sure what Mayday was, but she was the queen of that. I think from day one, Paula always had that star magnitude. She's always so vivacious and giving.
I have to tell you about my party.
Junior high school, I believe, is some inconsequential movie in which, you know, she got a break. She was charming and likable, and I think she saw opportunities and seized them.
We're gonna have a party this Friday night.
From the time I was a teenager all the way throughout high school, performing was the thing for me. So it was years of training, but I never looked at it as work.
Dancers were all 5'6" and had the same body types. And if you were too short, you had a tougher time than the other girls.
A lot of people told her that she was too short to be a dancer, and all the girls on the chorus line are always tall and thin, and she was short and muscular.
I would get cut before I even got a chance to dance because of the way I looked. Because you wouldn't notice me because I'd be standing next to a girl who was this much taller than me, who had legs for days. It leaves you to kind of doubt yourself in lots of ways. But that doubt kind of fueled the fire and made me work harder.
At the age of 18, she finally got a break when friends urged her to try out for the Laker Girls.
I said, Laker Girls? I said, yeah, it's a dance team that performs at the Laker games, and there are auditions. So I went down, and I remember I was like girl number 730-something. I was one of the last girls to audition, and they were all tall girls, just beautiful girls, and I thought, what am I doing here?
But Paula's high-octane routine impressed the judges, and she was asked to join the squad for the 82-83 season.
She just was a standout. She was a standout in her dance and her smile and her cuteness. It was just one of those phenomenons that, how did she get in here in the first place? Because everybody else is really different, taller.
Within a year, she became the Laker Girls' head choreographer. The jazzy routines Paula designed turned them into the hottest attraction in the NBA.
I got rid of the traditional pom-pom girls and turned them into a dance team.
Nobody had really seen a group of cheerleaders taking it to that next level. Paula did that. She would pick the right music, they would change their costumes, and it would blow everybody in the forum away.
I started getting recognized for the work that I did as the choreographer, and different artists and entertainers that would come to the games would ask, who does the work for the Laker Girls?
Paula's aggressive urban dance style caught the attention of the first family of pop, the Jacksons.
The eldest brother, Jackie, had contacted me and told me that they needed a choreographer and that he felt that I would be great for the job. I was very fortunate because I had one day to cast dancers and one day to rehearse, and boom, had to film a video.
She did a brilliant video for them, and she gave them a great look.
The Jackson brothers were so impressed that they recommended her to their younger sister, Janet, who was launching a solo career.
Janet really wanted to become a visual artist, so I started working with her.
Paula was thrilled to be working with Janet Jackson, even though Janet wasn't a huge star yet. Everybody felt that Janet was going to be a big star. It was just electric.
I like her style of dance and her moves. It's just something that I feel. It's as if it's coming from me. I just think she's really good.
Paula and Janet really bonded.
Sorry, Paula.
They were excited. They were like two girls.
Here we have rib releases. Janet's favorite move. And?
Both at the beginnings of their careers, one as a singer and the other as a choreographer, and they had so much to share with each other.
I know he used to do nice stuff for you, but what has he done for you lately?
What Have You Done For Me Lately was a fun video, and it introduced the new Janet and her new image.
What have you done for me lately?
It was just a great project because Janet was so much fun to work with, and we got along great, and she really adapted to my style of choreography, and her songs worked out perfectly for the style of dancing that I did.
Give me a beat!
When I was told I was going to start working on Nasty, I knew that it was going to have a heavy impact. So did Janet.
After Nasty Boys, that video was such a smash.
Ladies, Nasty Boys.
Paula's career took off. It went through the roof.